Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the course for Business English. This is a basic course. This is a very, very basic course. Welcome. This course is designed for beginners, basic level. If you know the European system, this is A1 Business English. A1 Business English. I'm going to take you along to check out the content and let's see if this course is for you. So to get started, is it for me? Is this the right course for me? In this course, you're going to get practical training that you need to bridge the gap between the classroom and the world of work. It helps learners to make measurable progress in learning English while helping to make you more employable so you can get a job. This course does not assume any knowledge of the workplace and is designed for students with no work experience. It also provides many suggestions and alternative ways to use the material for those of you that are already working. So, let's go ahead and check the content. This course is broken down into different units, and each unit has about 4 or 5 different sections. In the first unit, for example, we have really awesome things like very basic, nice to meet you. We have vocabulary, countries, nationalities. And then we get started with something really interesting. Filling out forms. Can you fill this in, please? We're going to practice spelling, the alphabet. Next section in Unit 1 is My Company. We start to check buildings, departments, facilities. The skills and the grammar in Unit 1, introductions, meeting others, making introductions, introducing other people, filling in forms, possessive, completing a new employee registration form so you can get a job, describing your company, describing your building, your department, your facilities, plural, a description of a company or workplace. We also have video classes where we check work skills like visiting a workplace, welcoming a visitor, workplace visits. So, in this video class for Unit 1, we have what's your name, welcoming a visitor. Very, very basic skills in Unit 1. Let's go to Unit 2, for example. The name for Unit 2, the sections. What do you do? What does the company do? A week in the life. In the video class, we have small talk and some work skills, business workshop at a conference. Let's look at the skills for Unit 2. Different things like the work that we do, talking about work, where I work and what I do, what your company does, numbers, company information, some grammar, articles a and on, and we have writing exercises describing a company, routines, talking about routines, questions, small talk at work, possessive, using apostrophe S and S apostrophe, making conversation, small talk at a conference, networking. Those are the skills that we're gonna check and we're gonna learn and practice and dominate for section 2, unit 2. Let's go to unit 3. We have open-ended questions in unit 3, like what, when, where. In unit 3, we have different skills. Let's look at the names. We're busy in December. We're very busy. Requests. I am writing to complain. We have a problem with a client. Unit 3, problems. Let's look at the vocabulary that we're going to see. Months, seasons, ordinal numbers and dates, talking about ability and possibility, prepositions at, in, on, from, to, ordinal numbers, can I have some time off, models for ability and possibility, can and could, can and can't, asking and talking about your partner's work, talking about time off, complaints, talking about the past, an email to describe a problem and request action. We also have a class with progress, a progress meeting, a customer complaint, and a meeting to solve problems, a problem-solving meeting, and we have a phone call in Unit 3. Let's take a look at Unit 4. Problems and solutions. What went wrong? How can I help? We are so sorry that this happened. And face-to-face complaints. Some of the grammar and the skills and the vocabulary that we're going to see in Unit 4 are irregular verbs in the past, solutions, talking about the past, simple past, regular verbs and the pronunciation of ed, talking about problems in the past and how you solve them. So Unit 4 is all about the past. Don't worry, we're also going to talk about the future, like making offers with will, making promises with will. So Unit 3 and Unit 4 have all the modal verbs: can, could, will. We have a very important ability for business English at the office and work. Speaking and writing, making phone calls at work. Another email, complaints and replies. Using negative in the past, asking questions about the past. Replying an email. And we have a video about responding a complaint. The speaking is making phone calls. We're going to read an email and we're also going to reply to an email complaint. Let's look at Unit 5. In Unit 5, What are you working on? Are you free at 2? Can we meet to discuss? What are they doing? Can you help me? Can I ask a favor? The meeting is at 3 p.m. Some of the skills that we have in these classes for Unit 5 is activities at the office day to day, vocabulary, word pairs, vocabulary, word pairs, talking about things happening now, present continuous, organizing meetings, arranging and postponing meetings, the present continuous, writing about what people are doing now. Some of the work skills are emails, accepting offers, changing meetings, talking about future plans and arrangements through email, writing. We have a speaking activity about favors. Can you help me? At work, obviously. And for the business workshop, we have an email about a meeting to discuss a problem, and we're going to have to postpone the meeting. So we're talking about times. So we have the past in Unit 4, present continuous in Unit 5 for things that are happening now or in the near future. If we go to Unit 6, we have an office move. It's cheaper and better. That means we have the comparative adjectives. We're going to be using the adjective to compare. For example, good, better, best. Superlative adjectives, bad, worse, and worst. So we're going to have a writing exercise on describing different options. We're going to be choosing a warehouse, and we're going to be reading an email about changing a phone contract, making proposals with if, and an email comparing 2 different offers. Speaking, talking about presentations, presentation office equipment, PowerPoint and slides, Google Slides, an email from the boss, comparing 2 offices, and presenting, doing a presentation. Let's go ahead and go to Unit 7. Unit 7, guys. Procedures, where we have talking about obligations, the workflow and instructions, creating an invoice, responding to suggestions, making suggestions. How can we improve? Identifying problems at the office, discussing solutions and responsibilities. So in Unit 7 for grammar, we have describing a procedure and explaining a procedure. Processes, workflow, journeys. So this is in Unit 7, guys. So that's the way this material works. We have videos, we have audios for listening, videos to watch, and we have the complete classes. As you can see, the classes have different abilities that you need to work at an office. English skills like vocabulary, communication grammar, communicative grammar. We have reading, obviously, pronunciation exercises, writing exercises, listening, with the videos and the audios. Each unit has work skills and a business workshop where we do reading, writing, and speaking and listening. And we obviously have grammar everywhere. So even if you're basic, we cover basic grammar for adults and people that work in an office, right? Let's take a look at the vocabulary, the pronunciation, the writing that we have here in Section 8. Section 8, explaining information on a database. Revision of the present. We have an online interview. We have a review of the past. And we have a review of the future. So in Section 8, we have a review of present, past, and future. We talk about cost and planning. And we also talk about giving feedback. We have an update email. We have a replying to an email. And we also have giving feedback. These are the first 8 sections that we cover in this course. English for business or work. If you work in an office or if you live in a country where you speak English. So let's take a look at the names of the first 8 units. Unit 8, managing projects. Unit 7, procedures and workflow. Unit 6, an office move and comparing. Unit 5, daily activities, office day-to-day. Unit 4, problems and solutions. Unit 3, what, when, and where. And Unit 2, work, sales, what do you do, responsibilities. And Unit 1 is welcoming a visitor and basic filling out forms. If you need these basic English skills to work at an office, this is the course for you. It's a very easy English level and there's no need for past experience. So if you go ahead and buy access, I'll see you in the first class. If this is something you need to work at the office, make sure you buy access to this course so you can get the basic working skills that we all need in English to work at any office where you use a computer, where you have to speak English with clients and speak English with your colleagues. So I'll see you in the first class. Very basic business English course. Basic English course, essential to work at an office. I'm Jonathan, I'm the teacher, and I'll see you in the first class.